Alright, one more stream, then I'm going to spend the rest of the night editing and messing around with stuff, so... This is the other Tarkov file that I found on the workshop that offered a lot of stuff. I personally love this trade menu. Like, this is great. And then you click on one, and then you're able to do stuff with it, and you get things to trade out. It has the name, and it's all multiplayer compatible, so I know this is all MP capable, which is great, because that's exactly what I need for something like this. So these are 74s. And I think the price is also dynamic based on the system. I will have to look at the coding, but that's really cool. So if I buy one, for example, price doesn't change. Oh no, not this issue again. With any buy-sell system. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, I'm not going to abuse that too much. That's pretty funny, but... Okay. What I'm curious about, though, is... where does that go? That doesn't go in my inventory, that goes in this box. Okay, so if I take these out... So it's referencing that, but this is all MP capable. Yeah, so it has to be in that box to trade. All right, I like that system better. It's more efficient, in my opinion. And then you use this to go to the hub. I don't have a map. I don't have anything, actually. So let's buy a few things here. That guy does uniforms and shit. I just have combat. Okay, so I literally have nothing. Expensive, but I mean, this also shows you... I'm not sure what they'll buy, per se. You can assume it's whatever they have, but I like the extensiveness of everything here. I think what I would want at most, and then you got NVGs all the way in the bottom, and oh, yeah, okay, so NVGs are worth literal money, even thermal vision, good God. I like the pricing here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna buy one of those, and then... Anti-rads, okay, so I think it actually has radiation stuff, which is pretty cool. Do a map, a compass, and water, and then some beans. Cool. But I would assume these are all just drop table based. Which is pretty nice when you think about it. And that's just some simple gear to start off with. I gotta look at what these specific things mean just to break down what's going. But now, hub. This is, I think, a system I would want. Yeah, so the hub here, this is where the raid is. That's a crate, so I guess trade between. Here's another box. I don't know what any of these mean. Create new save. Cool. So this dynamically, I think, builds things based off of what's going on. And I would assume this up here is locked. Yeah. So I like the system they have in play here. And then it's a scroll wheel. So this is an area trigger that gives you these two options, which is why it has it right here. So that's nice. And... interesting. So I have to look into why it's saving there. But we'll probably use something more extensive like INIDB2 for kits and whatnot. Still interesting. Quite interesting. I also like the deploying screen you have here. I'm just curious how we're gonna do it across multiple players with randomized spawns. I think you can like set groups to just dynamically teleport into an area. And I think this is just a loading screen. I think the missions are gonna be pre-built. And I think I'm on the Northwest Airfield, but I could be wrong. I did not make this. No. So we're going through a bunch of files that already exist, and I'm going to take existing frameworks and then build something out of this. It's not dev work, it's just research. Hence the term and the title, research. But yeah, no, I love the Ravage system. I would assume this file also utilizes the same scav loadout systems and whatnot. My question becomes, how does one... I would assume that all of these are escape zones. So it's literally the entire freaking map, which is incredibly extensive. But what scares me the most is nothing is logged in ACE. It's all done with vanilla stuff. I know, yeah, no, we're in the Northwest Airfield. So I guess I'm going to be heading north after this, after I do a lot of large-scale looting here. But Redux was a map I wanted to use for something like this. Oh dear, that's... okay, yeah. Some good stuff. So it looks like there's also a bunch of places where random loot crates spawn that contain things, which is nice. This is not DayZ. Yeah, so that's scabs shooting at each other. Actually, I don't think that opened, yeah.
Send in goat.
Patty, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Those side doors don't open, no. So there's, other than the ladder... I don't think it's worth going in some of these buildings because they don't dynamically spawn. Oh, no, I could be wrong. But yeah, no, I kind of like the PLP container system, but I'll have to see how they did it and if it's just a bunch of pre-built sets. But map building is not too much of an issue, simply because the scenarios I'm going to do are going to be on the smaller side. Oh, fuck. Hey, righto, Patty. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay. In hindsight, probably should have came in with some body armor, but that's fine. I've got... So he's shooting up at something up there, which is a little concerning. Shooting all the way down there. Just drop that dude. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know who the shotgunner was shooting at. That's my #1 concern right now. And that airfield just going to be a massive kill zone. But I think it's literally just the turn-in points are all the way up there. But that makes sense because this is meant to be like a 5-man group escape from Tarkov scenario. So that's why the map is just that extensive. It's cool, though. It's cool. Now we're going to play the game of, is it a good idea to go loot dead bodies, or should we just stick to the edges because those are kill zones? I'm curious, though, if it's a Ravage drop table or if the items are all in just random loot boxes around the AO. So, context, guys. There was another Tarkov I went through earlier today. It was a single-player mission that had custom drop tables, had different scripts, because what I want to do is make a multiple-player, multi-person Tarkov thing with, like, PvP and whatnot. So, as I research into that, all of these boxes are differently lootable, by the way, but based off of what I'm picking up in here, I'm not finding anything. But these are the two major missions for Tarkov that are on the workshop. So what I want to do is take both of those missions, take what I like from them, get with a few scripters, and then hash out something that is multiplayer compatible. I know the limitations of what scripting can be done server-side from other missions I've done, and then try to make something where there's, like, you know, maybe 1 or 2 missions, and then have persistency with it, and have this be something we run, like, you know, every few months we run it for, like, a week or 2. But based off of the looting I'm getting here, it's not a Ravage drop table, it's just random boxes that are spawning all across the map. Because statistically, I should have found something. Which makes me think they only have Ravage here for the dynamic, I don't want to fold the stock. That was voices. That was... Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay, and it's a 3v1. That's probably not the smartest idea, but that's also where the bodies are. Okay. See, the AI do not care if you're a bush Wookiee. The AI will drop you regardless, so... Well, at least I can cheat with third person.
Contact, soldier.
Can you shush? See, is he shooting at me or is he shooting at the scavs? I really... Dude, a fucking RPG. So they have custom lines for the AI to say. Oh my god, this is really bad. Yeah, so that backpack is bigger. At least I think it is bigger than mine. Might not be, actually. Whew, okay. That one actually is bigger. Okay, so there's a lot. I'm gonna leave that behind because that is, yeah. Keeping all the mags. I want you, though, because I have a feeling I'm gonna need you. Just give me the option, please. Please, game. Yes. No, that's not. Fuck. Give me the RPG. Just give me the RPG. Okay. Even a few good things behind? Yes. Do I care? No. I'm gonna keep checking Ravage tables. Okay, so I know that's a generic item. This was some sort of crazy little checkpoint thing. That's weird. Normally I should be able to interact with that item. That's fine. I want to check this concrete out, but I know it's going to be a death trap, so I don't see anyone around. I'm going to try to make it north to the Hunter Lodge, and I'm just curious what this thing is. This is where people get shot. Another body down the airfield. There's that guy that I dropped earlier. Oh, I will be going to bed soon. Don't worry. It's just I'm doing research. So I'm curious if these items are reflective of... Yeah, right there. Okay. So what the fuck is this thing? Is this a turn-in zone, or... Maybe this is the base, quote-unquote, where you spawn and the hub is? Because the concrete looks similar. What the fuck are those things? I have no idea what those are. Yeah, so I'd imagine that's where you spawn and shit. Just gonna inch around and check the other side real quick. Yeah, so that's, I think, just a spawn location. So I gotta get all the way up there. That's like 3 clicks away. Jesus. And stamina's tied to weight, so I might actually drop a few things, because I don't think there's going to be any dynamic vehicles. That's why I kind of like the other file, because it was smaller AOs. And with this being just a massive map, it's very unlikely that you're going to run into each other. Cool that you'll shoot, like, you know, scavs and shit, but it means to get to turn-in points, it's going to take a while, you know? But, again, it's more reliable that this is all... this is, like, I am on a server right now. It's just hosted by my computer as a LAN server, but I know that all these scripts are multiplayer compatible, and that's why I'm happy about that shop script, because it means that that's all going to be useful. All right, I'm going to go in a corner here. What can I get rid of here? Because this is going to suck. Using a 7-4... I don't need you. I don't need these 3 things. I don't mind the handgun. I can repack that magazine. And honestly, I can drop the AK. Yeah. Oh, right. I can't repack because... No ways. So again, I'll keep checking boxes and whatnot, but I'm 90% certain that this is all default stuff because I've only been finding vanilla things, and the default Ravage drop rate is very, very low. And that's what I've been seeing here. Another pistol mag. That is for an AKM. But, you know, like, have the airfield itself be like an AO. So I am happy that I was able to test one of my concepts, my conceptual ideas. And go from there. Just with Redux, I know there's a few things that are placed that make things a little tough to loot, so... That's where I guess Van Diesen could potentially fit the gap, but I want to only run one of the 2 mods. That way there's not too much stuff spawning. But I like the checkpoint feel. And this is showing me that there's stuff that's still all around, but... Yeah, no, I think it's all vanilla'd. They have to be executing a script that's detecting certain buildings and assigning loot to them based off of those buildings. For the dynamic boxes I've been seeing spawning, because there's no other way, if they intend for the entire map to be used, that they're coding all of that in, you know? Well, it's lag-free right now because it's single player. But it is a good sign to see that, even in single player, because it means no scripts are causing little breaks, because if you were to see that lag break in a multiplayer server on single player, aka you're hosting a dedicated server just for yourself, then it's a good call for other things, but... Trying to think. So we spawned here. So I'm wondering if that was just a fixed position or whatnot, but... I'm just trying to think. How this is... I like how, you know, like a whole open world feel. It's good to know that that's possible and that the framework can handle something like that. But at that point, like, I know the end goal of... Sorry, that just sounded like someone else's footsteps. I hate that about Arma sometimes. But I know the whole end goal is to make it like a complete open world-esque sort of scenario, but I kind of like how Tarkov's reserved to sections, you know? I would probably not want to mix Tarkov and Checkpoint RP. That doesn't really... Because that's just PvP at that point, you know? So we're about right here right now. There might be vehicles in this version, but I doubt it. And if there are, they're probably at very low spawn rates. I know there's a cup compatibility for Ravage as well. I'd probably have to load something like that to make some of these additional things lootable. Then again, some of the cup buildings were lootable, so... We'll see how that goes. Yeah, right. Wrong button. The cool thing is, once you loot something, you can loot it again. And sometimes it'll double the loot. But this seems to be a version where you more so have to go in with a little bit of food and water, or at least rely on killing people. Because, yeah, you got these random crates in that just have guns. So I really would prefer a Ravage drop table system instead of just a random loot crate everywhere system, you know? Just the real work that's going to be in making the scenario is I already put a roadmap out for, like, the different versions that, what the fuck? That I'd want to have made. But it's coding all of the Ravage drop tables with all of the loot scripts I want to use. And then coding that with all the shops. And going from there. Yeah, so we need to swing completely north here at this point. I might actually starve to death because I don't have that much. I'm going to check this barn and then just start completely swinging north here. But really it's going to be, it's just for the research side of it, it's looking at what's already available, what people have already coded, and then, you know, taking it for what you want to do with it, reverse engineering what you need, learning how it works, and then building what you want out of it. That's what we did for Project 12 when I looked through all the Ravage drop table builds and whatnot. And you're completely fucking empty. Okay. Funny enough, that's a really good sign, because I think the only way I'm going to really survive out here is if I kill scavs. I wonder if they have the Stalker feature on as well. That might actually be a Van Diesen Apocalypse thing, though. I should have killed that guy. So this, I'm gonna be honest, it feels more like an open world Ravage scenario with a Tarkov-esque feel to it. But then again, when Tarkov goes completely open world, that'll probably change. I do have the RPG. I don't want to burn it just yet, though. Oh, well, sometimes I speak a little too early. Plus, it's a lot of extra weight, you know, we can get all that stamina back. Okay. This is a really common tactic. It's called runaway. Why didn't I take an optic? Because I didn't have the money for one. Fuck, 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 fuck. Was there an optic on the other rifle? Well, I'm just an idiot then. What else is new? There's another one running this way. I'm gonna try to beat him. Okay, so I think we're okay. Leaves all the good loot behind, yeah, right? Also, the other file had an insurance system, which was pretty cool. Ah, yes, now to play my favorite game. Where's the body of the guy I just shot? So I'm gonna be honest, Chief, I have no fucking idea. Are you a body? Oh my gosh, you actually have... Huh. Zoop? Take that, yep, so that's all what I need to live. I don't really... At this rate, do I really need a pistol? The answer is no, because of how mobile you have to be. That's not a mag for my gun. That's, yep, okay. Want the powdered milk. I'll take your hat. I don't need your gas mask. Now we run into a different question. Who are they shooting at? Well,
Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
it's even worse when you can't find the people that they were shooting at earlier, and you're like, okay, guess I'll die. Worse still, where are their bodies? Have I really just spaced out that much? Yeah, I guess the one guy let live, but he was heading in a different direction. At least I thought. Yeah, no, so they were shooting... So it was probably him, to be honest. Oh, what the fuck is... That's a tree. Okay. It's gonna go, yay, sniper, I'm dead now. I think they ran out of ammo. Well, it's another mag I can use. Great. Cool. See, body looting is kind of painful in these types of environments because of all the grass, so I'll probably incorporate some sort of grass cutter for people to run client side. Because by default, I mean, you're not going to see grass all the way out there, so it's not really a hiding thing. It really just serves to obscure the damn loot once you've gotten here. You know, I also have third person. I am going to cheat and use it because I need to find the bodies. I remember somewhere across the street, and yeah, okay. Here we go. Why would you have that? Oh, why would you? Yeah, okay, so it's definitely vanilla-based stuff, because that's a vanilla spawning item. For the scenario I want to build, though, I would not want to do... I'll keep that, I guess. I don't know. At least he's got a helmet. He's got a spare mag. I mean, you know what? Fuck it. Give me that. Money, powdered milk, the hose. Give me the spare mag, and you know, now we have some decent. Oh, right, I put it in my backpack. Some decent magnification here. Where'd it go? Cool. Awesome. There's another dead dude over here, right? Any more after this? I don't think so. Cool. Toolbox. Don't have the room for it. Powdered milk. 7.62 by 30 round. I think that's for my gun, but we'll find out later. Alright, so we're just going to go to the north, go for that hunting lounge up there. It's going to be one hell of a walk. It is 3 clicks into the sky. Okay, then. I'm sure we'll meet God up there one day. Here's what I'm going to do. Alright, that put the nutrition up. Let's do that. That put water up completely. I think I have enough to now get over there to cash it out. But yeah, for the sake of Ravage, in terms of maps, what if... I know there's a way to do like a post-apocalyptic version of Altis. I might just do that with Altis itself. That way Ravage's framework will work with it. And I can... you know, make little custom stuff like the other Ravage file did. I really did like the terrain, because when you mix cup maps in it, it gets a little messy. Yeah, I don't have that much stamina. That's a bit of an issue. But at least I think I'll survive a shot with this body armor, so that's good. But I also know for a fact when we execute this, I'll make sure that third person's disabled and any extra bells and whistles. But the track line I want to do for this is... first version will have all the scripting I want, all the drop tables I want, all of that taken care of. The next version on top of that will include ace functionality. And then the function on top of that will... or the next version after that will then include persistency. Because doing that with Ace is going to be a little interesting. Because that's the roadblock I hit with a file already, way back when. Yeah, I haven't been shot by a sniper yet. But I'm going to what I assume is a turn-in point. But I think after that I'll cut the stream, because if it's just a giant open world thing, then there's not too much to do. Because again, even though I think they are going to eventually take it to something like massively open world, there needs to be more turn-in zones. Like, having them all on the edge of the map is cool, but, you know, even spawning at the airfield, it's still going to be a long trek out. There's turn-in zones, like, all over those maps, and so you'd have some in the middle. So, you know, like a turn-in zone in every medium or large town. Something like that. Yeah, killed by a desyncy hatchling. I don't think hatchlings are a thing anymore. Man, I remember my hatchling runs. Those were great, but then I heard they, like, nerfed the hatchet. Yeah, or get freaking killed by a shotgun stab from, like, a ridiculous range away because lucky shrapnel on your face. That's the good shit. So I have a feeling AR are going to spawn in that town. I am going to try to do a bit of bypassing. You know, it'd be really funny if scavs spawn by that turn-in zone and I have to, like, I get killed off just before it. That would be pretty damn funny to end this. And I also have to determine what levels I want the AI to be at with global skill. See, I don't know what tagged or curse even mean. I haven't touched the game since, like, 2017 or 2018. Yeah, so that is over there. I don't think that's quite in the village. Oh, actually, no, it might be just on the right side, so I'm going to evade that. We'll just go from there. Sounds messy, Hydra. I got back into Tarkov a little bit, I want to say 9 months ago. I played the single-player mod for it. Had some fun with that, but quickly got bored. Well, that's a lie. I didn't get bored of it. I just got really busy with Arma again, and I had to drop it. Is that a camo net? No, it's just a poorly textured bush. You know, actually, out of curiosity, does Tarkov have a food and water system now? Yeah, it does? Alright. I think even when I played it did. It just wasn't a major emphasis. Oh, fuck me. Hi. Hey. Yeah, you go deal with whatever the fuck that is. I'm just gonna keep walking over here. Yeah, for water and energy. Oh, uphill in these forests. AI spawn uphill from me. They're going to be able to shoot me through the fucking trees, and I'm not going to be able to see them. Just like Tarkov. Practice my drop shots. I don't know. I've just done so much Zeusing that I'm not used to looking down the sights anymore. Whenever I get into a firefight, that is not the first thing I think of. I just start spraying in their direction and run to cover. Which, granted, in Arma actually is a great way to stay alive, but for actually, like, killing shit in a high-stakes PvP scenario, not the best idea. I'm just better at doing maneuvers. Oh my gosh, okay. But yeah, no, I really like the multiplayer, like, scripts that are going in. I just have to think of how things are going to be done, how to do parties, that sort of thing. You know, groups of 4. It's still groups of 4, right, for raids? They didn't increase it to like 5 or 6 or 8 or some shit. Because I'm going to shoot for groups of 4. How this is going to be done is I'm going to make a mission file. I'm going to get it tested. I'm probably not going to release it to the public. because that means we have to have a way for it to run on its own. And mission files like these, I prefer to spectate in the Zeus interface to A, debug shit, and B, I just love watching what happens when groups of people fight each other, because I'm just that type of person.
No.
OSH, how you doing, my man? Thanks for the 10-month resub. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. But yeah, I definitely don't want to do it this way. I like the other way from the previous file, but this has better scripting, in my opinion. I definitely prefer the inventory interface and shop system of this file compared to the other one, because the other one was a little clunky. Because granted, you could you know, go through your entire inventory and sell stuff, but this one, you just put stuff in a box and it handled things from the box instead, which is a little easier. You know, that way you don't accidentally sell something that you had on yourself that you just didn't sort yet. It's more of a, you know, you put stuff in there so you know what you're selling. But another thing I want to do is incorporate the mod that takes all the ammunition for weaponry and has you, like, physically sort mags with it. That one I probably will wait till we do the Ace incorporation. I'll put a note about that one too. But for the first build I do, just to play test, I probably won't run that. Just because that is going to make the drop table just that much more heinous. But at the same time, I think it would be better if I did it in the first one, because then I have to go back through the drop table and add all that stuff. Decisions, decisions. But what's been great about the research is I've seen that everything that I want to do with the file is possible. I just have to bring in the right mods and put in the time and effort. This is probably going to be, honestly, a 50 or 60 hour project just because of all the layers of things we have to do. I think a lot of the time is just going to go to building the drop tables, and I think I already said this with the other mission file test, but the drop tables and the shop tables and the playtesting. And also going through and figuring out how the scripts work if I have to reference multiple different SQFs, which is entirely possible. There's going to be one more wave of scavs spawning at least, and I'm not looking forward to that in the forest here. Something added to Tarkov recently was gun gems and functions. Again, that would be added with Ace. But Ace is a secondary thing. I wouldn't mind running this all in a, you know, a vanilla sense. I also know for a fact we're not adding enhanced movement. That can completely break the game. But it also depends on the map. I was thinking originally like Redux, because enhanced movement would definitely break a few things with that. But maybe we'll see. We'll definitely see. But at the very least, if we can master building the Tarkov mission, then it's going to make the Fallout mission a lot easier to do, because we'll already have all the scripts ready to go. So yeah, I do not like how far this fucking extraction point is. Jesus Christ. And if it's surrounded by scavs, I'm gonna be angry. Angry Liru noises. Enhanced movement isn't gonna be that much of an issue if we do a map like Altus, but it'll definitely add like a level of gameplay for being able to like vault over shit. Plus it makes making map borders a lot harder, because I'll have to specifically pick a type of border that you can't climb on someone's back and get on top of, or yada-da. What I could do, actually... I could use FNF's teleport script at the beginning of rounds. I could ask him for that. And we could do that instead. That way I don't have to spend resources building this massive map border. We could just do that. Yeah. Yeah, that might be better. I'm not gonna say ooh when I rage. Just put the frickin' Operator Chan rage face or the goat rage face, and that'll be enough for me. But I just want to see how the turnout works, to see if I like the interface of the other one or this one better, or if I'll just ask for something completely new to be made. Because I know it's just late night testing of random shit. I swear, there's gonna be like a pack of 4 or 5 scavs that spawn in this forest and just tap me in the face. Hey, you get a bonus with the hydrate function if Bloodwing's around, because then she waterboards me with it. How you doing, Zeno? Zeno, I don't have anything to test. We're just doing the preliminary research right now. I don't think we'll have anything ready till November, just because I have a lot of other projects on my plate right now. But I am happy. Pay for Pain's development will probably finish by Wednesday. And that I'm really happy for, because then I can start working on Fallout, because Aftermath just updated to add a bunch of heavy weapons. They added plasma casters, for example, so I can redo some of the shops for the Van Graffs. But if I can get those, all my projects for this month done early, so Pay for Pain, the Checkpoint RP, and the next MCO, then I can focus on this project. And I might be able to have something ready by the last week of October. This is all just the research and then allowing some of my script guys to tear a few things apart. Really? Yes! Okay, yeah, I want that. That is a good extraction script. We just have to turn it up. And then it fades out. Nice. I don't like the fade out part. I want it to be instantaneous, but... Okay. So it's 15 clicks, so actually it's here. Yeah, no, so that's the position. So what the fuck is that bunker thing in the middle of the runway, then? I have no freaking idea, but yeah, no, you go to stash. I like the system that it's here. It was like the other one, too, and they actually have something that's fenced in like this. These are all individual cargo containers, which I might actually do even more. I prefer those a bit better. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, and that gives you individual inventory. So what? And then you can take everything you've done, put it in here. I'm curious if he'll buy partials. Take that back. And then, see, because I really like the trade menu. That is part of this script. So it actually does detect the amount of bullets that are in it and changes the price accordingly. All right, cool. But that might make magazine trading that much tougher. That's fair. Yeah. All right, overall, not too bad. I just have to now that I've looked through both and seen what both are capable of, now we just go in, we rip the mission file apart, look at what scripts do what, and this is all stuff I don't stream because it's just a lot of me looking through stuff and getting angry when I realize that they did something a certain way and it makes no fucking sense, but then you think about it. See, the thing is, yes, binarizing only affects the mission file. But if you open the mission file with all the mods and you resave it in Eden, you can unbinarize it. And even then, binarizing doesn't affect the SQFs, which is where all the scripts are anyway. So... Smile. But yeah, no, that's cool. That took like an hour, Jesus. But it was just a lot of walking when you think about it. But yeah, no, that's it's a lot to work with. But no, that's the other one. And then the other one was Escape from Altus, so just hybridize both systems. Then I want to import the Tarkov ripped assets that are in a few mods. I want to put that in the game, and I want to really give it that Tarkov feel, you know? I think that would be cool. Anyway, that is going to be it for me today. We'll be back tomorrow. We have the second phase of the RUF campaign to run, and then I'm going to be doing more mission dev for Pay for Pain, New Horizons, another Paw op, which will be a meme op, and the next Bleach Boy Time Traveler thing, and then a Puppy op for Sunday. So we'll see how things go. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Go the rest of your day or night. Cheers. And I will see you tomorrow.